The summer transfer window so far has been full of real drama. A lot of big shocking transfers have happened. Messi has gone to the MLS, Benzema has moved to Saudi, Mount is off to Man United, Kovacic is now a City player. You know, some really surprising moves there. But there's surely still a lot more drama to come in this window, as we expect clubs everywhere to still do some insane business before the new season commences. We have a few ideas about some transfers that could yet happen. So, come with us as we look at 10 transfers that might happen before the season starts. And we'll start with the obvious one. Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid. Mbappe announced not too long ago that he won't be extending his contract with PSG beyond 2024, and that immediately put the French champions in a tight corner. So they might be forced to sell in this window. Real Madrid have always been the ones who want Mbappe the most, so even though a few other clubs are interested, we naturally expect that Mbappe will join Madrid. And Madrid's interest in Mbappe actually has some effect on Harry Kane's transfer a little bit. Earlier in the summer, Kane was linked to Real Madrid to be the replacement for Benzema. But with the Mbappe move now appearing to be the priority for Madrid, they've had to abandon the Kane ship. So now it could be Bayern getting the England captain. The Germans have already sent a bid in for Kane, but it was rejected by Spurs. But we expect a few more bids to be sent in, and who knows, that transfer could really happen this summer. Kane has still not won a trophy in his career. And at Bayern, he's almost certain to win a few, so that looks like it might be a match made in heaven. Kane still appears to be a target of Man United though, so don't entirely rule them out of the race. Speaking of United, we expect them to sign Andre Onana. The Cameroonian has grown in popularity among the United faithful over the past few weeks, and, you know, he worked with Erik ten Hag at Ajax, so it could very well happen. Also, De Gea has been a little too error-prone over the last couple of seasons, and now that his contract with the club has expired, they may really be considering replacing him. Meanwhile, the other side of Manchester could be looking to land Frenkie de Jong. They just lost Ilkay Gundogan to Barcelona, and they'll probably be looking for a replacement. They made a bid for Declan Rice, but Arsenal beat them to that, so they could be diverting their attention to de Jong. Although the Dutch midfielder turned down multiple offers from Man United last summer. And you know what else they might be open to? Taking Neymar back. Listen, this very homecoming has been anticipated for years, but it looks like the time is finally here. Neymar is ready to leave PSG and the club is ready to let him go. So Barcelona could really just swoop in and make everybody happy. And as you know, Xavi struggled to find a good right winger last season. So Neymar joining now might just be very timely. Yes, the wages might be a huge issue, but Neymar loves Barcelona. So he might be willing to take a huge pay cut to go back. No doubt this one is going to be really difficult, but you just cannot completely rule it out. You also cannot rule out Christian Pulisic going to AC Milan before the new season starts. Chelsea are obviously doing a massive offload with the likes of Mendy, Koulibaly, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Havertz, Azpilicueta and Mount already out in one window, but they're still not done. After completing the sale of Ruben Loftus-Cheek to AC Milan, the Blues are reportedly now negotiating with the Italian giants to also take Pulisic out of their hands. Considering how far down the pecking order Pulisic has since fallen at Stamford Bridge, we expect that move to happen. Another move that we expect to happen is Achraf Hakimi to Man City. Cancelo is gone, Walker is aging. So it's actually not that crazy to hear that City are looking to sign a solid 24-year-old fullback before the new season starts. And it looks like PSG will be forced to begin a rebuild this season. So this might just be the time for everybody to take who they want from the club. Well, it appears that Man City have made their pick. Speaking of Man City, they could be losing Aymeric Laporte to Arsenal, and we don't think that they'll mind very much. The Spanish defender is almost certain to leave this summer, especially with Pep keen on bringing Guardiola in, and right now, Arsenal look like they're leading the race for his signature. Arteta has shown that he really loves taking from Man City, so he really could make it 3 in a year. Also, Arsenal have been showing real intent in this window. Their activities so far are enough to convince Laporte, or anybody else really. Meanwhile, at the red half of Manchester, we expect that they'll be losing Jadon Sancho this summer. The move from Dortmund in 2021 did not work out for either party at all, so both sides are just looking for a solution at this point. Sancho is still just 23. He still has his whole career ahead of him, so starting over now is not a bad idea at all. Where do we think he'll go? Back to Borussia Dortmund? I mean, why not? This is a formula that's worked before. He left Manchester for Dortmund in 2017 and he became a superstar there. So leaving Manchester for Dortmund again in 2023 might be a great idea, surely a very familiar one. Finally, Dusan Vlahovic is expected to leave Juventus this summer, and his destination could be London to join Chelsea. The Blues are looking for a centre-forward, and it appears that the Serbian marksman fits their profile. They've submitted a bid for Vlahovic, so there's a high chance that he'll be moving to Stamford Bridge this summer. Bayern are reportedly in the race too, but it appears that their move for him is dependent on Kane's response, so we'll see how that plays out. Anyway, those are 10 big transfers we expect to happen this summer. But there are still some more we have our eyes on, like Jurrien Timber to Arsenal, Arda Güler to Barcelona, Josko Gvardiol to Man City. Keep the list going in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so that you never miss out on new content. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye!